I would request everybody to kindly settle down. Today, we stand together not as colleagues, not as teams, but as one family, brought together by the life, the values, and the remarkable legacy of late Shri Manoj Srivastava ji. Before we kickstart the program, I would request all of you to come forward, pay your tribute to Sir, and lay some flowers that are available there. I request the others to follow as well, who would like to pay their tribute, to kindly come forward. I request everybody to keep their phones on silent. It is not easy to find words on a day like this. Because how do you encapsulate a man whose life was larger than words, whose character was deeper than any tribute, and whose impact was quietly, consistently, beautifully transformative? Industry and on the countless individuals he mentored is profound, permanent, and priceless. For over 32 years, he stood as a pillar of strength, loyalty, and brilliance. He did not just contribute to Rockwell, he helped shape its foundation, its values, and its journey. This memorial is a humble attempt to honor him, to remember him, and to reaffirm that he remains with us in spirit today and forever.
Good evening. Today, we have gathered here to pay tribute to one of my colleagues who has worked with me for 33 years continuously. He was with me at every stage, thick and thin of the companies. He was working with me very closely. I cannot forget his commitment, his dedication, his sincerity while attending the work of Rockwell. If I compare his dedication and commitment, it looks he was more committed than me for Rockwell. The kind of legacy he left behind is difficult to match that. He started his career as a sales executive at a salary of 1,200 rupees per month. And few years back, he came back and told me, sir, my first salary, the notes what you gave me as salary of first salary, I am still preserving it as it is with me in the same cover. The man who had his own standard and he set the standard so high, it's difficult to match that today. I do not find a parallel person like him who has given so much of confidence to customers that every customer treated him as a family friend basically, as a well-wisher, as a mentor. He motivated, he encouraged many of our customers and their next generations. This Saturday, last Saturday, we had one of our major client distributor from Dhamnod was in Hyderabad. He came along with his son, Shivam, and I remember this when Raisab opened his distributorship of Rockwell about 10 years back, 11 years back. He was not in a position to convince his own son to drive the business. And he was becoming older, so idea was to prepare his son to take over the business. And it so happened that he tried his best to convince, to make him understand, but he couldn't do it. He failed basically. And one day he told Manoj, sir, I started business for my son, not for me. I lived my life. But this boy is not able to handle anything. I'm finding it so difficult. Can you please helped me to convince him to take over the business and drive it and run it. Last 10 years, he have been working hard along with Shivam. And when last Saturday, today's Wednesday, Saturday, when both came, he has placed a large order and said, sir, it is your disciple, disciple who has been able to drive the business so well now that he has come with the order of 3,500 machines, which never happened in the past. And he says, touch his feet, he's your guru. This is not one incident. There are many such incidents who has motivated and trained a lot of people. Every customer has some story to say. I have a story, I have learned a lot of story with Manoj, but I'll just share one or two stories which are very, very prominent, which I can't forget my lifelong. It is about almost 20 years back, we were traveling from Hyderabad to Kurnool to meet our major client, Coca-Cola, Kurnool that time. Early morning by car, we left from Hyderabad, and we were about 20 kilometers before Kurnool, and we met a major accident. And it was like as if life is over there. It was a very severe accident, car accident. The car was completely smashed. And to our fortunate, except one major injury, all four were having minor injuries, including me. Manoj had a major injury, not in terms of internal, but sorry, not external, but internal injuries. So, but he was limping, and even I was also limping basically. We have called the customer. He sent the car driver, and car was there only. So, driver said कि वो जो accident हुआ था, वो 3 लोग तो चले गए. आप first aid के बाद में हैदराबाद उसमें ट्रेन में बैठा दिया उन लोगों को. ये 2 लोग जो हैं आपसे मिलना चाह रहे हैं आपसे. I was limping. I walked limpingly to guy's place. Mr. Bhaskar Reddy was the name of general manager there at the time. When he saw us, he said, why do you take so much of pain? No need of coming. And Bhaskar Reddy took us to his entire team. There was a meeting going on of all the sales people there, large team. He has taken us there and said only one thing. He said, this is a commitment. In spite of such a severe accident, these people are here. And that incident has made such a big change that whatever orders he was supposed to distribute among 3 people, entire order he gave to Manoj. What will you tell this sort of commitment? I mean, I was not in a mindset to go and meet customer, but he said, sir, having come all the way, and we can meet, we can go, let's go there. He pushed me to go to customers, not me. I think difficult to find such people where I am taking a backseat, but he says, let's go ahead, let's do that. It is not the only one of its cases. There are many such incidents I have seen. He was an extraordinary person. If I look back and see all these 33 years of my life spent with him, moving around along with him to customers, meeting people and all that, it was such a wonderful experience, but same time, I see ये किस मिट्टी का बना है इंसान. उसको अपनी फिक्र नहीं है, खाने की फिक्र नहीं है उसको, बट काम की फिक्र है. जो कमिटमेंट दिया है, कमिटमेंट पूरा होना चाहिए. किसी कस्टमर कंप्लेन नहीं आना चाहिए. वो यहाँ पर आकर जो है सबके साथ लड़ लेगा, झगड़ लेगा, बट एंश्योर दैट जो कमिटमेंट दिया है वो कमिटमेंट किसी हाल पूरा होना चाहिए. उस इंसान की फितरत ही कुछ ऐसी थी कि कभी उसने ना नहीं बोला किसी काम के लिए. 33 साल के जीवन में, 30 साल के लाइफ में मैंने कभी उसको ना बोलते
Some people leave more behind than memories. They leave a part of themselves in everyone they meet. Manoj sir was one such soul. Every one of us holds a moment or a lesson learned from him. I now invite members of our organization to please come forward and share your words and thoughts one by one. I request everyone to keep their, tribute to 2 minutes maximum, so that we allow everybody to share their thoughts today. May I request Manoj sir's team to uh, begin with, and if we have Bala around.
Good evening to everyone. I never thought I would be sharing. It's very hard for me to believe that Sir is not along with us right now. But I could say one thing, that he was my mentor, he was my well wisher, and today the position I am with Rockwell is all because of Manoj sir's support. And I promise that the legacy he has followed for so many years, and I promise for myself that I'll give my 100% in giving his commitments towards the customers and make the customers satisfied. In his absence, there won't be any call or any concern from any of the customers stating that we feel that Manoj is not in Rockwell, but we'll try to give my 100%. Sir, आप जहाँ कभी कहीं भी हैं आज, I know you are seeing from आप heaven में हैं, and I would request you to give me all your blessings and all your guidance in my future. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. This is very hard time to speak about Manoj sir. I mean, to say he's like an encyclopedia for Rockwell. Whatever the problem, he never see anything problem as a problem. For each and every act, any trouble, he will give the solution for us. I learned the most important things from sir, how to maintain a relation with the customer. And he told me one thing, that customer is always paying salary to us. That is the utmost important, touches my heart. And I learned 3 Ds like duty, dedication and discipline from sir. Wherever you are, sir, we'll follow you. Thank you for guiding us. Thank you one and all for giving me this opportunity.
I would now request Srinivas ji to say a couple of lines. I understand it is difficult. एक दो line sir के लिए. But आपके मन में जो भी sir के लिए, अगर आप बोलना चाहें.
सबको नमस्कार साहब. सर एक बात तो बोल सकता हूँ, मनोज सर का जो हेल्थ प्रॉब्लम्स है, कंपनी जो सपोर्ट करे, गुप्ता सर का फैमिली एंड रॉकवेल इंडस्ट्रीज जो सपोर्ट करे,
శంకర్ గారు మీరు మాట్లాడతారా ఒక 1-2 లైన్స్?
అందరికీ నమస్కారం. నే- నే- నేను మన సారు చాలా సంవత్సరాల నుంచి వర్క్ చేస్తున్నాము. ఎక్కడ మన కంపెనీ తరపు నుంచి ఎక్కడ వర్క్ అయినా పోయి కంప్లీట్ చేసుకొని వచ్చేతలేము. మార్కెటింగ్ కానీ పోయేతలేము, అంతా ఎక్కడ పోయినా కరెక్ట్ వర్క్ చేసుకొని వచ్చేతలేము.
I would now request Sendil sir to come forward and share his thoughts, followed by Ramesh and Sandeep.
Good evening, all. It's really hard to believe that he's no more. I had very limited time interaction with him. If I had such serious issues in my body, I'll sure never attend office. But the dedication he has shown, unbelievable. May his soul rest in peace. Om Shanti. Thanks.
Sad to not able to digest this news actually. We used to have regular interactions and meetings with sir actually. For every week we used to attend the meetings and they used to give a lot of suggestions to handle the customers. And what I learned from sir is like relation maintained with the clients. He was not thinking the clients as a business partners. He was thinking like a family members, Rockwell family members. Always he used to tell about the maintain the good rapport and that values to the customers. And one more thing is he used to empowered me to take the decisions for the some clients handling and all. He kept me like a good respect and honored me actually. So I was really surprised the way he respected me. It was really surprised. And I'm always thankful to him to honor which he has given to me actually. And we definitely carry forward his values to the next future. Thank you.
Good evening to everyone. I'll speak in Telugu. సార్తో అనుభవం మాకు చాలా ఉంది. 7 years ఆల్మోస్ట్ సార్తో ఉన్నాను. ఏం హెల్ప్ వచ్చినా మాకు చాలా ట్రాన్స్పోర్టేషన్లో ఫోన్లో మాట్లాడి రిజాల్వ్ చేసేవాళ్ళు. Three things I would like to share where he did for me, whether it is official or personal. He asked me, did you flew anytime in air or not? He asked me. But next day he called me, I am booking a ticket for you to Delhi for exhibition. Then I felt very happy on that time. He booked with his own money and he ensured me to travel in the air. And the second thing, the cricket, where he given the more energetic for me in the sports. Whenever the sports is there, he was to call morning at around the 6:30 or 7 o'clock. Or else if people going back, Shankar uncle and Srinivas uncle and between going back to home, he called me for the dinner at night around the 10 o'clock. ఎవరైతే ఫుడ్ పెడతారో వాళ్ళని పిలిచి మాకు పీసెస్ పెట్టించేవాళ్ళు. He was to call me and he was to call them, he was to give the pieces with proactiveness. After marriage, he changed my name to John. I never forget him in my life. He'll be remembering every time. That's it. Thank you. No words about to say.
Thapa ji, we'll request Praveen to follow after Thapa ji.
सर सब लोग को नमस्कार मेरे तरफ से. हेलो सब लोग के लिए मेरे तरफ से नमस्कार और मनोज सर के तरफ से भी नमस्कार करने चाह रहा हूँ. और मैं 24 ईयर्स से साहब के साथ से मैं फिर के चल के फ्रेंड दोस्त के जैसा चलते फिरते हुए मैं यहाँ तक आया. परसों मेरा बर्थडे का दिन था, सेम डे मनोज सर का डेट होगा. मेरे को बहुत तकलीफ हुआ सर. थैंक यू.
गुड इवनिंग ऑल. सर के साथ 7 साल का एक्सपीरियंस है मेरे को डिज़ाइनिंग पार्ट में. और कभी भी मैं अपने तरफ से कुछ डिज़ाइन बनाता तो सर को पसंद नहीं आता था, क्योंकि सर को ब्लू, येलो और रेड कलर बहुत पसंद था. तो उस डिज़ाइन से ना हमको बाहर भेजने में कुछ प्रॉब्लम होती थी मार्केटिंग डिपार्टमेंट में. तो सबसे ज़्यादा डांट मैं ही खाया हूँ ऑफिस में सर से. और एवरी वीक 2 टाइम्स शाम को मैसेज आता था सर का, गेट एक महालक्ष्मी होटल है हमारे घर के पास, गेट उपमा विद डबल पतली चटनी. तो मुझे थोड़ी भूलने की आदत है, तो सर सुबह भी फ़ोन करके मुझे डांटते थे. तो बस सैटरडे के दिन भी सर को लास्ट फ़ोटो मैं ही उतारा हूँ कि बोले कि प्रवीण फ़ोटो उतारना आज, कूल पॉइंट रेफ्रिजरेशन आना. और जाने से 20 दिन पहले उनके फैमिली के उन्होंने 200 फ़ोटोज़ दिए थे मेरे को, उनके वाइफ एंड हस्बैंड के. बहुत ज़्यादा मेमोरीज थे उन लोगों के स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम मैरिज. मुझे बोले कि ज़बरदस्त कोलैज चाहिए मेरे को. तो मैंने 20 दिन उन फ़ोटोज़ पे काम किया, 20 दिन. फिर भी उनको पसंद नहीं आ रहा था. ये फ़ोटो यहाँ लगा, ये फ़ोटो यहाँ लगा. शाम घर जाते कि मुझे डांट पड़ती थी, वो क्योंकि टीवी में लगा के देखते थे. फिर फाइनली दिवाली के बाद मैंने उनको एक काम करके दिया था. लास्ट काम वही था मनोज सर का साथ मेरा. और सर सुबह डांटते थे, फिर शाम पे कॉल करते थे मेरे को. उतना ही. बहुत मिस करूँगा मैं सर का. 3 वर्ड, मीट, कॉल, परफेक्ट. थैंक यू ऑल.
Request Nazir to come forward.
Hello everyone. In the interest of time, I'll keep this short. So for those who don't know me, my name is Nazir. I started working with Manoj sir a couple of months ago. I don't have exposure like the others, 5 years, 4 years, 7 years. But I think these 2 months have also been something that I can cherish for my entire life. I have a lot of anecdotes and moments with Manoj sir, but one thing that will always remain by me is that he always told कि Nazir काम करो, but काम को enjoy करो. काम होते रहेगा, सब रहेगा, but जब तक आप काम को enjoy नहीं करोगे, you will not do it wholeheartedly. And जहाँ पे भी जाता था, there were a lot of travels that was planned for me. तो जहाँ जाता था, sir का, he didn't just have tips to give, but also personal recommendations. डेली जा रहे हो, वहाँ पे वो चाय है, वहाँ पे वो है, मस्त एक चाय पी के आओ, फिर मेरे को कॉल करो, बताओ कैसे है. अहमदाबाद गए, बेटा ग्रीन चटनी लेते आओ, तुम भी खाओ, मेरे को भी लाओ. So all of these things is something that I will always remember. So thank you so much, sir. I hope we as a team are able to at least fulfill 50 to 70% of your shoes, as sir pointed out. We hope we do that. May your soul rest in peace. Thank you.
I'll go next. 1.5 साल पहले join किया था, and one of the first assignments that I had was to, help Manoj sir in any which way I could. Uh, Started with, finding dialysis centers. Was part of him. That was the first time I actually had met him. And the first thing that I felt about him was he was truly a magician of words. And he never made me feel, at least in that conversation, that it was our first conversation. He spoke to me like we knew each other for years, and he was just following up on what's happening in my life. And when I actually, came out of the conversation, it blew my mind that somebody is blessed, truly, to be able to speak and articulate like that. His wit, his sarcasm was on point. And if there's anything that I would genuinely want, when in the years to come, is to be able to speak like him, to convey and, build relationships like he's done. So many times he would call, but he would be in between work. He would pick a phone, and believe me, you can pick any contact from that phone, from that contact diary, and everybody will pick his call. And that is the kind of relationship he's built. So these are two great things that I would like to take and pray that he blesses me and us with the qualities that he had, so that we continue to become better and improve. And like he says, be perfect, cut it short. Itni daan Praveen mujhe bhi padi hai, because for me, it was a great deal to speak to him. So I would always over-explain myself, and sometimes his requests would confuse me ki kaise kare. So I would try to over-explain, but he would say, "Nahi, short mein batao, short mein batao." And I think that is the beauty of communication as well, that you not always have to, over-explain yourself, and to be able to explain in a few words. It indeed is a sad moment for all of us, because only 2 days ago we were talking about cricket and how he was passionate about cricket. And to get to know about this happening was truly something that we didn't imagine. So it truly breaks my heart to know that he's not with us and he will not be. But I'm grateful that I had this beautiful opportunity, not only with Rockwell, but with him, to know a man who was truly a magician. Om Shanti. May I now request Sanjay sir to share his thoughts, please.
Good evening, all of you. I've known Manoj sir, Manoj ji, and ultimately Manoj bhai. My journey with him for the last 3 years has been amazing, nothing short of amazing, I should say. Like everybody explained, he never did business. He always looked for relationships. And he was a genuine guy with a genuine concern with every single person. Like Thapa क्यों ना था? ऐसा क्यों ना था? ऐसा क्यों ना? You all know, last 2 years he has not been going, but we were discussing in the afternoon. Every year, March 30th and 31st, Manoj Bhai used to go to the godown, sit there, and see all the dispatches take place because the heavy pressure on billing used to be there. Billing क्या है हम लोग कंप्यूटर में मार देते हैं हो जाता है लेकिन dispatch physically moving the stock, loading in the vehicle, sending it is a hell of a task. And he knew people will get tired, they may get demotivated. He used to go sit there, samosa, chai, cool drink. So he was one of those few people who meant everything to everybody, which is very, very, very difficult. But he had that art. The reason today we are all talking so closely about him is that. And the lesson that he has taught all of us is to own what we do. And that message, today I want to reiterate to all of us here, that most of us are doing it, but still some people are not so wholeheartedly following it. Like Sendil said, in his condition in the end, because last 1.5 years we all know he was on dialysis. I don't think any of us would have come to office. Any of us would have on a Sunday spoken to customers. On a Diwali, he used to start at 5 o'clock in the morning until 7, 8 o'clock in the night. He used to speak to all his customers, wishing them Diwali greetings. I mean, it is superhuman effort and single-minded devotion to what he did. I only pray God that he may find peace and rest to his soul. And once again, I leave this challenge with all of us to be like him. Thank you.
His character and humanity shape the very soul of the place that they belong to, leaving an imprint so deep that time itself soul. His impact on Rockwell and the individuals he mentored was profound, permanent, and priceless. Manoj sir was not merely a leader in our organization. He was its very conscious, its guide, and in many ways, its moral compass. He lived with a rare combination of strength and simplicity, discipline and kindness, vision and humility. He was a visionary leader, an inspiring mentor, and a compassionate human being whose warmth could put anyone at ease. His humility touched hearts, his encouragement lifted spirits, and his belief in people empowered them to grow. Those who had the privilege of learning from him continue to carry forward the seeds of excellence he planted with gratitude, respect, and love. As we remember him, we honor not just his achievements, but the life he lived. A life defined by purpose, sincerity, integrity, and extraordinary humanity. His legacy is etched in Rockwell's history, in the industry he helped elevate, and in the hearts of all who were fortunate enough to know him. This memorial is once again our humble attempt to honor him, to remember him, and to reaffirm that he remains with us in spirit today and forever. I request Nazir to help put on the messages that we received from the industry, from the fraternity and our colleagues. So, over the last 2 to 3 days, we've had innumerable messages, videos, calls that we received from the fraternity, and we wanted to highlight a few messages in the interest of time. We have message from Shrikant ji from Coke, Ayodhya. We have message from Sushil ji from Nasik. We have messages from Hitesh bhai from Rajkot. Messages from Abhishek ji from Melton Mellow. Messages from Rajesh ji. Rajesh ji from Vadalal. Zarveen Rana ji from Dinshaws. We've had messages from Gulab Ladhani ji, Coke, Agra. Top one. Perfect. I'll read the letters. Along with messages, we've also received, I would like to read a few. The first letter I'd like to read out is from ICMA. And on behalf of the entire committee, Sudhir Shah ji has written this email to Ashok sir. Dear Ashok Gupta ji, Indian Ice Cream Manufacturers Association and its members are very shocked and saddened to hear about the death of one of the key persons, Shri Manoj Srivastav ji of Rockwell Industries Limited. Please accept our deepest sympathies on the passing of we had with him and the contributions he made to our exhibition events. Our thoughts are with you and his family during this difficult time. It is never easy to lose an important employee, and it is especially difficult to lose a key person of the company. His family members are in our thoughts and our prayers. May the departed divine soul rest in peace, and may God give Rockwell staff and his family members and relatives more strength to bear the loss. We remember him for his kindness, professionalism, and innovative ideas. I'll continue to read the letter we received from ICMA, from Sudhir ji on behalf of entire ICMA. The last para of the email reads, as you all know, death is one of those harsh and hard realities which one can't but accept. So we request his family members not to lose the strength of their mind. May God help you all and give you strength to overcome this tough time. On our behalf, please arrange or pass on this condolence message to his family members too. Om Shanti. The next letter I'd be reading is from Ravi Traders on behalf of Sagar Patil ji. In loving memory of Sri Manoj Srivastav ji. He walked among us with a quiet grace, leaving a trail of light in his wake. Today, we gather not to say goodbye, but to honor a life that was a profound gift to all who knew him. Sri Manoj ji was a very embodiment of excellence. In his every action and word, he demonstrated a commitment to quality and a dedication that inspired those around him to strive for the best. Yet, it was the powerful combination of this excellence with his profound kindness that truly defined his character. He had a rare generosity of spirit, offering his support, wisdom, and a compassionate heart to all, touching lives in ways both big and small. His legacy is not one of grand gestures alone, but of countless moments of connection, guidance, and genuine care. He built a life that was rich in relationships and respect, a life that truly touched countless hearts. The memories he gave us and now cherished treasures, stories of his wisdom, his laughter, and his unwavering integrity. While his physical presence is deeply missed, the essence of who he was indelibly etched in our hearts and minds. The lessons he taught through his example, the love he shared, and the standards he set will continue to guide and inspire us. The family and friends of Sri Manoj Srivastava, may his soul rest in everlasting peace. A letter from Zarveen Rana. Zarveen ji has presented this on behalf of Dinshos. We're deeply saddened by the passing of Mr. Manoj Srivastava ji. As a valued member of the Rockwell team, his diligence and unwavering sense of service towards others made him stand out. Not only as a consummate professional, but also as a truly remarkable human being. Manoj's calm assurance and ability to get things done, even in times of uncertainty, will always be remembered. It was an honor to know him and work alongside him. His presence brought confidence and positivity to every challenge. May the Lord grant his soul the peace it deserves and give strength to his family and all members of the Rockwell team during this difficult time. A couple of letters from our colleagues. This letter is from Pankaj Singh. It is heartbreaking to accept that Manoj sir is no longer with us. His passing on 12th November has left a pain that words cannot fully express. For me, he was not just a senior, he was a mentor, a guide, and a person whose presence brought confidence and strength. Manoj sir was extraordinary in every way. His dedication to work, his passion for sales, and his unmatched commitment to customer service made him a true legend in our field. His absence has created a silence that is difficult to bear. Yet his values and his warmth will continue to live with us. May his soul rest in peace. Manoj sir will always be remembered with deep respect, love, and gratitude. Jagdishu writes, I mourn the loss of Manoj sir on 12th November. He was my senior, my guide, and someone who played a defining role in my professional journey since 2009. For the last 17 years, the attachment, respect, and admiration I had for him only grew stronger. He was the finest example of what a true sales professional should be. His excellence in sales, his unmatched dedication, and his extraordinary commitment to customer service set standards that many of us still try to follow. Beyond his professional brilliance, it was his nature, his sincerity, his patience, and his willingness to guide others that made him truly special. Even last Saturday, I spoke to him. His words are still fresh in my mind, and his presence still feels so real. Hearing about his loss slowed down my heartbeat. The whole night, I was speechless, trying to accept a reality that felt impossible. May his soul rest in peace. He will always be remembered, always respected, and forever missed. I request Nazir to play videos and audios that we received from the fraternity. We can start with Kamakshi ma'am's video.
Manoj Srivastava, the name is known to one and all in Rockwell. The person with the complete dedication only to Rockwell. If you name a person who works for Rockwell, first name will be Manoj Srivastava. It's a shocking news to me because I was at home when there was a call from Rangoli. It was a shock that it took a long time for me to even react that how come such things can happen really. Manoj is one person who has given his heart and soul to Rockwell, and it is not like for pleasing someone. It is the truth which prevails, and everyone at Rockwell knows about it. You name anybody, everybody will know Manoj, as he owns whatever he takes it. It's a huge loss to Rockwell. It cannot be replaced by any means. Really very sorry to I have no words, honestly. May the soul reach God.
Om Shanti. I am Ashik.
We can play the audio received from Ashik ji.
Shah from Coldville. I sincerely express my condolence on the sad passing of Manoj Srivastava ji. He was a one-man army for Rockwell. Our journey with Chess Rizzo begins with Rockwell and Manoj ji, from whom we learned a lot and will remember forever. May God bless his soul and support his family. Om Shanti.
Can we please have the video played that we received from Ms. Malika, who's the niece of Manoj sir?
I'm Malika, daughter of Manoj's sister Shalini. I'm deeply heartbroken by the news of Manoj Mama's death. He was such a principled man and always kept family first. His successful career itself speaks for his many achievements in life. I have very fond memories of him from my childhood, and I'm sure all his nieces and nephews do. His loving, protective, caring, and humble nature made him so lovable by everybody he knew. This loss has shaken me, but it has reminded me how precious family truly is, and how important it is for us to stay connected no matter where life takes us. What comforts me is knowing that he is now at peace. I hope his soul rests gently, surrounded by all the love he gave so freely. He is now carried forward by the warmth of the memories he leaves behind.
Was very shocked to hear the
Next up, we have an audio message received from Kiran Hegde ji from Delizia Ice Cream.
sad news of death of Mr. Manoj. May God give the strength to his immediate family. Thank you.
Next, we have a video received from Sanjay Jain ji of Tropical Food.
मनोज जी एक बहुत ही अच्छे नेक इंसान थे. कभी भी उनके साथ बात करके ऐसा नहीं लगा कि आप किसी बिजनेस रिलेशंस के लिए या किसी बिजनेस डील के लिए बात कर रहे हैं, बल्कि ऐसे ही लगा कि आप एक दोस्त से बात कर रहे हैं. आज वो हमारे बीच में नहीं है, इसका मुझे और मेरी पूरी टीम को बहुत दुख है. आई प्रे टू लॉर्ड दैट मे हिज सोल रेस्ट इन पीस.
Could you please play the audio received from Hitesh Bhai ji from High Frost?
आत्मा को न शस्त्र काट सकता है, ना आग उसे जला सकती है, न पानी उसे भिगो सकता है और न हवा उसे सुखा सकती है. यहाँ भगवान श्री कृष्ण ने आत्मा अजर और अमर होने की बात की है. बस यही तरह मनोज सर आप हमारे बीच सदा रहेंगे. सर आप हमारे गाइड और मोटिवेशन थे. आपने जो स्टैंडर्ड सेट किए हैं उसी को हम सदा याद रखेंगे सर. वी आई अप्रोच्ड ए फैमिली member of Rockwell family. We miss you, sir. We always miss you.
Sagar ji has been kind enough to send a video as well along with a letter. So can we play that, please?
Very humble, very compassionate, very affectionate human being. I pray Almighty, I pray Lord to give all the strength to the bereaved family to bear the loss.
నమస్కారం. కే శ్రీవాసవ్ గారి మరణ వార్త వ్యాపార రంగానికి, కార్పొరేట్ ప్రపంచానికి మరియు టీంలను ఒకే దశలో నడిపించే నాయకత్వం నిజంగా అపూర్వం. మనోజ్జీ ఎప్పుడు వృత్తి అంటే కేవలం టార్గెట్ను చేరుకోవడమే కాదు, మనతో పనిచేసే మనుషుల అభివృద్ధి అని నమ్మేవారు. ఉద్యోగులను ప్రోత్సహించడం, కొత్త అవకాశాలను సృష్టించడం, సవాళ్ళను అవకాశాలుగా మార్చడం, ఇవి ఆయన నాయకత్వంలోని ప్రధాన లక్షణాలు. ఆయన చేసిన ప్రాజెక్టులు, తీసుకున్న నిర్ణయాలు మరియు వ్యాపారానికి తీసుకువచ్చిన నవీన ఆలోచనలు ఇప్పటికీ అనేక మందికి మార్గదర్శకంగా ఉన్నాయి. సంస్థ ఎదగడానికి, టీం ఎదగడానికి, వ్యక్తులు ఎదగడానికి ఆయన చేసిన కృషి నిజంగా మర్చిపోలేనిది. ఈరోజు మనం ఆయనను స్మరించుకుంటూ ఆయన బిజినెస్ విజన్ మరియు విలువలు ఎప్పటికీ మనకు ప్రేరణగా నిలుస్తాయని అందరం భావిస్తున్నాం. దేవుడు ఆయన ఆత్మకు శాంతి చేకూర్చాలని, ఆయన కుటుంబానికి ధైర్యం, బలం ఇవ్వాలని కోరుకుంటున్నాను. ఓం శాంతి. ఇట్లు శ్రీ సూర్యనారాయణ ఎంటర్ప్రైజెస్, గున్నం రాంబాబు, మండపేట.
Next, we have a video message received from Mr. V.V. Subramaniam ji, who is a brother-in-law of Manoj sir. Request Nazir to play the video.
Namaskar. My name is Subramanian, and I have the honor of being Manoj's brother-in-law. सबसे पहले I want to sincerely thank Mr. Gupta and the entire Rockwell family. जब मनोज जी अपनी बीमारी से जूझ रहे थे, you stood by him like true family. आपके सहयोग, आपके स्नेह और आपके सम्मान ने surely उन्हें बहुत हिम्मत दी है. And for that, our family will remain forever grateful. Manoj's life may have been cut short, but it was a life well lived. A life full of love, compassion, caring, and strong principles. उन्होंने परिवार के लिए जो त्याग किए, आज के कलयुग में बहुत ही रेयर है. He never spoke about what he did for others. He simply did it quietly with a smile. I believe there are 5 beautiful takeaways from the life of such a noble soul जो हम अपने जीवन में उतार सकते हैं. Number 1, love your job and do your duty sincerely. मनोज ने ये हमेशा कर्म करते रहने की सीख दी है, बिना परिणामों की चिंता किए. Results will follow when effort is honest, and his life is an example for that. Number 2, love your family deeply and selflessly. देना, बांटना, सपोर्ट करना, यह उनके जीवन का आधार था. For him, family always came first. Number 3, hold on to your values. Right is right and wrong is wrong. उस पर वे कभी समझौता नहीं करते थे. Number 4, be God loving, not God fearing. ये वाक्य उन्होंने खुद मुझसे कहा था. भगवान से डरना नहीं, भगवान से प्यार करना चाहिए. और शायद भगवान को भी उनसे उतना ही प्यार था इसलिए उन्हें अपने पास इतनी जल्दी बुला लिया. And number 5, live a life that when you leave, people say, "Why God?" and not "Thank God." Today, every tear is saying, "Why Him, God?" And that is the true measure of a noble soul. Gupta ji, thank you for this Shraddhanjali. Sorry, I'm choking up a bit. But thank you for this Shraddhanjali to Manoj. Rockwell was not just his workplace, it was his extended family. आपने उन्हें गर्व, अपनापन और इतना belongingness दिया है यहाँ पर. To everyone present here, thank you for being here, for your prayers, and for the love you shared with him. May his soul rest in eternal peace. Dhanyavad.
Next, we also received an audio from Ganesh ji from King's Ice Cream.
For soul, for his good person who lived with the kindness and love, he touched many hearts with the godness. May his soul is rest in heaven.
उनसे इतना सीखने
Ankur ji from Kim Solutions also sent an audio message.
को मिला है, इतना सीखने को मिला है, क्या बोलूँ मैं आपको. मेरी बस यही प्रार्थना है कि वो आज जहाँ पर भी है, जैसे भी है, उनकी आत्मा को शांति मिले. मैं यही प्रार्थना करता हूँ और उनको दिल से धन्यवाद करता हूँ हर चीज के लिए, हर चीज के लिए.
उनकी कमी हमेशा बनी रहे.
Om Prakash ji from Barkha Devi Ice Cream has sent a video message.
और हम उनको हमेशा याद करते रहेंगे. और आज मैं इस चीज़ का मुझे पूर्ण विश्वास है कि उन्होंने जो कंपनी के साथ हमारा रिलेशन बिल्डअप करके गए हैं वो कभी हम नहीं तोड़ेंगे और कभी हम हमेशा कंपनी से जुड़े रहेंगे. और मनोज भाई की याद के अनुसार और उनके प्रेम को हमेशा अपने मन में बसा के रहेंगे. ओम शांति.
आइसक्रीम.
Nitin Shah ji, who's an ice cream consultant, has sent an audio message.
Consultant, it is a very sad.
क्रीमबेल आइसक्रीम से हूँ. मैं मनोज जी को 2009 से जानता हूँ. वे एक आकर्षक व्यक्तित्व के धनी थे और जो हमारी कंपनी में इनिशियल ट्रस्ट रॉकवेल का बनाने में उनका बहुत बड़ा योगदान है. अब मैं क्या बताऊँ आपको, उसके बाद जो हुआ वो प्रोफेशनल रिलेशन कब पर्सनल रिलेशन में कन्वर्ट हो गया. तो वो मेरे परिवार के बारे में पूरा जानते थे, मैं उनके परिवार के बारे में जानता था. हम आपस में बहुत मिलते भी थे. जब भी वो दिल्ली होते थे हम मिलते थे, हैदराबाद हम जाते थे तो हम उनसे मुलाकात ज़रूर करते थे. एक उनमें जो खासियत थी, मैं प्रार्थना करता हूँ ईश्वर से कि उनके पूरे परिवार को इस असहनीय पीड़ा को सहन करने की क्षमता प्रदान करे प्रभु. और अब इससे ज़्यादा मैं कुछ बोल नहीं पा रहा हूँ. धन्यवाद.
Digvijay ji from Magneta Ice Cream has sent a video message.
The support which he extended and the minute things which he used to take care was very, very good, and we felt very good. We felt as a home. Hence, we came with Rockwell. I thank you, Manoj sir, for getting me connected to such a good company. And I'm still not able to believe, I'm still in a big shock that he's no more with us. I wish his family all the strength.
We received a video message from Coke Faisabad.
समर्पित व्यक्ति थे, काफ़ी विनम्र व्यक्ति थे. उन्होंने जो रिश्ते बनाए हैं उनको हम लोग काफ़ी समय तक याद रखेंगे. वो एक व्यवसायी सहयोगी नहीं, एक दोस्त जैसे थे और कोई भी समस्या आती थी उनको तुरंत समाधान करने की कोशिश करते थे. मैं मनोज जी को अपने SLMG परिवार की तरफ से श्रद्धांजलि अर्पित करता हूँ.
We also received a media message from Impra Mangalore.
It's truly hard to imagine Rockwell without Manu sir. We deeply miss his ever smiling face. Manu sir always gave us his level best support. Whenever we asked any support, he never said no. We're truly grateful for everything, whatever he did for us. His dedication and kindness will always be remembered. We pray that his
such a wonderful and very kind person.
We've also received a video from Manjunath ji from Hangyo.
I just spoke to him about 15 days back. He said he was coming to office. He's quite all right. But when I came to know that he's no more, I could not tolerate. I mean, very difficult. So our Hangyo association with Rahul and Manoj ji is almost 2 decades. He was very kind and very supportive in the business relationship.
उनका जो व्यक्तित्व था
Shrikant Yadav ji from SLMG Faizabad has sent a video message.
उस सबको प्रेरित करता था। एक ऐसे सच्चे इंसान को आज हमने खो दिया है जो हमारे बीच नहीं रहे, लेकिन उनको भूल पाना बहुत ही मुश्किल होगा। ऐसे समय में मैं यही कहूँगा कि भगवान उनको अपने श्री चरणों में स्थान दें और उनके परिवार को इस असीम दुख को सहने की क्षमता प्रदान करें।
Over the last couple of days, love and respect has been overflowing in videos and audios and letters. I think we have another 3 to 4 audio messages in case we can play those. If we can start with Ramnath ji from J Ice Cream, an audio message that we received.
Hello, this is Ramanath, Vice President, Joy Ice Creams, Bangalore. It is most unfortunate to know that Mr. Manoj Srivastavaji is no more with us. With my more than a decade business relationship with him, I noticed that he was a true human being and a friend. He had understood the value of a customer. He used to respond immediately for any issues with commitment and humbleness. It is a great loss not only for Rockwell but also for our organization. May his soul rest in peace.
We'll just play one more video in the interest of everybody who's present here. Gopi Chand ji from season 4.
I was extremely shocked to know that Mr. Manoj is no more. My association with him is more than 30 years. May God give all the strength to his family.
Thank you, Nazir. I now request Sudhir ji, who's present here, to share his thoughts and pay his tributes to Manoj ji.
I don't know, the only thing I always tell Uncle Ji is, ना जाने किस भेष में नारायण मिल जाए. And he is our God. He made sure that Manoj got his sisters back and the strength back. And so many times he's been unwell. For last 3 years, he's been going to ICU, coming back, facing so many issues, but he didn't give up. This time, I feel that he had his sisters by his side. He had his heart so connected back to us. And he must have had that burden out of his system. And I think he couldn't have pulled along beyond this. उससे इससे ज़्यादा बर्दाश्त नहीं हो रहा था. So I think बड़े लोग जो भी घर पे आ रहे हैं, whoever is connecting with us, everybody is saying that let him go. Let him rest in peace. And this is such a grand Shraddhanjali, and he deserved this. I thank each one of you who have been such an impact. And Uncle Ji, I'm telling you again that AAP is God sent. People say, but you're God to me. You're God to me. You're God. Thank you so much.
Manoj joined 92 Rockwell, and we developed so closeness with Manoj that I have 3 sons, but he was like my 4th son. We lived life as if he's part of family, he's part of me. He was always with me in thick and thin. He never gave up, and he was standing like a rock with me. I can't forget him in life. Nalini, please come. Nalini and Rahul, please come.
I just want to say I lost my dad for the second time.
Hi, I'm Rahil. I'm Manoj's younger brother-in-law. I have no words to talk now. I mean, after everyone has been, it's too emotional moment for us.
Nalini is the youngest sister of Manoj. She is not able to speak. I know what is going on in mind, and it's really difficult to speak at this time. Rahil is his brother-in-law, youngest brother-in-law. Rahil and daughter, you his daughter. Yeah. So please.
I'm Chavi, Manoj Mama's youngest niece. I am the daughter of them both. They're very emotional right now, as our entire family is, because he's made such a beautiful and such a deep impact on our family. I always remember my Masi, who I call Auntie Mama, and my Mama telling him that after the passing of their father, Manoj Mama was their dad. And truly, I felt that in each moment that I spent with him. I remember him sometimes coming to school to pick me up, and he was that proper mama that we see in movies. And he was so warm, and he used to live a life full of discipline. And as many of you said here, he was punctual, he had an ethic for work, and this is all the stories that I heard how Nana Ji was. So he was just a reflection of my Nana, and he stood like that for my mothers. And I'm just a loss at words, but I'm so happy seeing the setup today, and I'm eternally grateful to you all. I mean, whenever I used to see Rockwell anywhere, even in my school filters, I used to resonate that with Manoj Mama, and I used to come and tell him, "Ki arey main aaj wo dekhi." So I'm eternally, all from the entire family, on behalf of our entire family, you guys were his family, and this was kind of like his happy place. His cabin was his personal room, kind of. So we will be eternally grateful to you all, and thank you so much. I'm a loss at words. Mujhe shabd nahi aa rahe bolne, but yeah, I hope that sums it up. Thank you.
I would like to thank Gupta uncle for everything what he's done for the family. Totally indebted for life. So kind of you. Thank you.
Rahil, he was my family member. Please, Rahil, please.
We truly understand that this moment is emotional and difficult for you, but please remember that this entire hall is with you today and will be forever. Next, I'd like to invite Ashish sir and Prateek sir to pay their tributes to Manoj sir.
So, yeah, he was a great man, and I have only one story to tell. I had gone with him to, it was an outstation, some city, and I had just joined Rockwell then. This is about 17, 18 years back, or maybe around then. And Dad had asked me to just join him on one of those trips where he goes and pitches to various clients and meets them. So he took me to a dealer, and we sat with the dealer for half an hour, 45 minutes. He spoke about everything under the sun, asked about his family, about his brothers, his sisters, and his children. He remembered their names. And we had tea, and then we left. The moment we sat in the taxi, I asked him, how come we didn't discuss business? So he said, business will not come. So I was invited to meet him. And then he said, we met him so that he knows that we are there. And when he needs, he'll call us. He said, every time we go, we put a little sugar in the milk. And when it is sweet enough, he'll drink it. That was my first introduction to sales. I use that story every now and then. Thank you.
So I've known Manoj since my childhood. We used to go to school, and so whenever we used to go to the premier showroom or the premier office or the showroom opposite, he used to mostly sit at the showroom. And so we have grown up after joining Rockwell also, listening to various stories of Manoj, my father. One such incident which happened at our showroom was that Manoj had taken an order from a Pahalwan from Old City. And unfortunately, for some reason, the machine which was supposed to be delivered on a certain date got delayed by 4 days. And he got a call that Pehlwan is not coming alone, he's coming along with his team of Pehlwans to the office. He prepared himself, he didn't leave, he was there. Anyone else in his position in the right mind would have left. Bhai, kya dhulai karne wale aane wale. The Pehlwan comes and says, machine kidhar hai? Manoj removed a Dettol bottle and cotton and kept on the table. And he said, sir, आपको पिटाई करना है, पिटाई कर लो. Machine तो मेरे पास नहीं है. The Pehlwan sat. And then they obviously found some common ground to move on from that situation. Such was his character. Calm, fearless, focused on solving issues. This is just one of the very, very many incidents which I can probably go on narrating, but for my father, he was a true right hand. He was the fourth son. Probably while we were growing up, he spent more time with my father than we probably did, because the whole day they were at office. When I first joined the company at factory, I was into procurement and then for a brief time into operations. And we used to have regular tiffs with Manoj. And I did not fully understand at that point why he's pushing us so hard for certain things. But in 2011, I moved into sales from factory. And then everything started to make sense. We realized that the arguments and the pushing and the demanding came from a deep sense of responsibility and genuine care for his customers, because he had made certain commitments based on the company's, on behalf of the company. And then eventually, if they weren't fulfilled, then the company's goodwill is at loss. He was highly organized, so you all have heard, he was highly organized, disciplined, mature, and he understood people very well. He understood the mindset of people very well. I don't know, at some point it seemed a little magical, maybe just a coincidence. We were traveling together back from some city, and at late night, we landed and we sat in the taxi, both of us very exhausted. And we just sit in the taxi, and Manoj says, Miru Pawan Kalyan fan. And that guy just looks at him and in like shock, and he just 30 seconds he was quiet. First time we are meeting this taxi guy, and that guy is shocked and he's just looking like Insta dekhe kya mera. And then he shows his phone. He was a hardcore fan of Pawan Kalyan. So you know, as you move on and as you keep investigating into people's mindset, people's body language and everything, you actually start to become, Brahma bhi aapke shakti dene lag jate hain. So I kind of believe that he was his stage where he was able to see certain things which commoners couldn't see. On a personal level, he was someone who I often turned to for guidance, whether it was in sales, in dealer management or B2B, wherever I had issues, I would feel more comfortable asking him, because I knew he would give a very, very grounded suggestion and a feedback. He was more like an elder brother to me than part of the company staff. and I could always count on him. I think as a team, the only thing that I am very clear about is that all the customers that he handled, he would not want any of them to get a substandard response or a substandard service, and that is what would be our team's tribute to him, and we will do that. May his soul rest in peace.
I now have the floor open to anyone else who would like to pay their tributes to Manoj sir. Wait for a couple of minutes before MD sir would.
So this was, today we had the true Shraddhanjali to Manoj. He will be remembered forever. He left such an impression among all of us that it's difficult to forget what he did for Rockwell and what he did personally to all of us, basically. He was not just a person, but he was true well-wisher of everyone, including all our customers. He always been a source of inspiration, motivation to everyone. And that's the reason we got so many responses from various places throughout the country. Before I end this session today, I want to just take you to one small incident which happened. I'll call Sanjay here to bring 2 bottles of water. I want to take you to a memory which I can't forget. This is a very interesting one. Now, I am Arun Ramani of Top and Town Ice Cream, Bhopal. And he's Manoj for a minute. And Ashok Gupta is behind him. Come here, come here. Stand here. So he's Ashok Gupta. I'm Arun Ramani of Top and Down. And he's Manoj. Now, we have glass in the evening in our hands. Evening party, EICMA, evening party of EICMA. I'm behind and I'm Arun. I put my hand like this. Manoj, यार तू मुझे मालूम है तू एमडी तो नहीं है बट तू एमडी से कम भी नहीं है तू मेरा माल कब भेजेगा He was such a man, he created the impression among the mind of those customers as if he is the man, if he gives a word, this will happen. And people trusted him more than they trusted anybody else. He was such a responsible person. अगर मनोज ने कुछ बोला है उसको कि भाई काम हो जाएगा, तो वो हाथ पैर मारकर वो काम करके ही छोड़ेगा वो बीच में नहीं छोड़ेगा उसको. He never gave a chance to anybody to remind him once again. अगर कोई phone भी आएगा तो he will go to factory, he will sit with the people, he will call the transporter. मतलब कोई काम नहीं छोड़ा उसने, which is needed to fulfill the commitment he has given. His ultimate objective was, अगर मैंने कुछ बोला है तो काम होना चाहिए, किसी हाल होना चाहिए वो. Amazing quality this man had, and we'll miss him lifelong. Thank you so much for being today with us on this occasion. Thank you.
And request Rangoli ma'am to pay her tribute to her.
रॉकवेल से उनका जाना केवल एक व्यक्ति का जाना नहीं, एक युग का शांत हो जाना है. आज की यह कविता उनकी उस अमर विरासत को प्रणाम है. रॉकवेल का मजबूत स्तंभ थे वो, सादा मन पर कर्म बड़े थे। 32 साल की सेवा में ईमानदारी के रंग खड़े थे। अनुशासन था उनका परिचय, समर्पण था उनका श्रृंगार। हर वादा निभाना था उनका धर्म, ग्राहक हित रखे सदा साकार। शांत स्वभाव, सरल विचार, हर मुश्किल में राह दिखाते। उद्योग जगत के स्टॉलवर्ट होकर अनुभव से सबको सिखाते। उनकी कमी अपूर्णीय है, यह सच है, यह मानते हैं, पर उनके मूल्यों की लौ से हम आगे का पथ सजाते हैं। समर्पण, समय पाबंदी, संवेदनशीलता, यह गुण वे हमें दे गए। एक सकारात्मक दृष्टि देकर समाधान की राह सिखा गए। मनोज जी, आपकी विरासत हमेशा दिलों में बसेगी। आपने जो सिखाया वही हमारी सबसे बड़ी श्रद्धांजलि रहेगी। रॉकवेल परिवार की ओर से आपको विनम्र नमन। आपके मूल्य, आपकी प्रेरणा रहेंगे हमारे कदम संग संग। May his noble soul rest in peace.
I'd like to quickly take about 10 seconds to read a letter that I just received from Sheetal Ice Creams. It reads, today we remember Sri Manoj Srivastav ji, one of Rockwell's strongest pillars and a cherished part of our organizational family. His steady leadership, quiet strength, and unwavering commitment left a lasting impact on everyone who worked with him. His warmth, professionalism, and values continue to guide us, reminding us of the legacy he built through decades of dedication. Though he is no longer with us, his influence remains deeply rooted in the spirit and culture of Rockwell. May his noble soul rest in peace. As we come to the end of today's memorial service, Shraddhanjali, our deepest respect for Sir, I'd like to thank everybody who gathered here to honor a man who truly deserves every word that was spoken about him. I'd like to thank the family for allowing us to share this moment with you. Thank you to all who contributed in letters, videos, and memories. And thank you above all to Manoj sir for giving us a lifetime's worth of values in the years we were blessed to know him. To Manoj ji, your presence shaped us, your principles strengthened us, and your memory will continue to guide us. Manoj sir, you will always remain an irreplaceable part of this organization. Your legacy is not just remembered, it is forever alive. Thank you everyone, and let us stand for a moment of silence in honor of late Sri Manoj Srivastav ji.